big drool.
Under the stars, I see everything that led to where we are, and I wouldn't change a thing. Under the moon, all the wishing that we did is coming true. Like I got magic up my sleeve, and you can't fight the moonlight when it's moving in, and the feeling you're giving me, I'm giving in. You got me dancing with no shoes tonight, out here in the street, taking chances like we're kids tonight, like we're 17. Every day that I'm with you, everyone can see, they can see that you bring out the best in me. We got it made. Fill the future up with flowers and champagne. We got the world beneath our feet, 'cause I have found that I am who I wanna be when you're around. You give me everything I need, and you can't fight the moonlight when it's moving in, and the feeling you're giving me, I'm giving in. You got me dancing with no shoes tonight, out here in the street, taking chances like we're kids tonight, like we're 17. Every day that I'm with you, everyone can see, they can see that you bring out the best in me.
Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to another tropical day in the life. We are still here in Florida, working from home, which is exactly what we're going to be emphasizing and talking about in today's video. So definitely stay tuned for that chat at the end. Just to clue you guys in, we have been completely self-sustaining, working on EatMoveRest for the past year, which we are beyond thrilled about, because there is no better time to be pursuing your passions, working from home, living sustainably. So we're going to be covering everything from how to get started on your social media platform of your choice, how to pursue your passion and create income out of it, how to work from home. We're even going to talk about how to work out from home. So that is one of the joys of working from home, is I can pop in a workout whenever I want. I'm super thrilled to be teaming up with today's sponsor, Future. So their app is so phenomenal. I'm about to go get a workout in right now using the app. So I have my own virtual online personal trainer who coincidentally lives here in Florida as well. She's a kickboxing instructor, super fit, and I am so thrilled with the workouts she's customized just for me. She's really helping me focus on my arms, abs, and you know what? My mom even did one with me when she was here in town and loved it. So I'm gonna go do one of those in the garage, and I'll tell you guys more about Future as we get going. All right, you guys, so this morning's pre-workout smoothie is gonna be a wild blueberry green smoothie. It's gonna be really antioxidant rich, high in healthy omega-3s, flax, chia, iodine via dulse. So I love these smoothies because not only do they taste good, they also give you literally everything you need. They're like a multivitamin smoothie. Since this is a 2-serving smoothie, I add 1 scoop of each of these proteins. I like to get a little bit of the collagen building protein peptides, and then the vanilla Sun Warrior blend. We have a few different green powders that we love. We love the Sun Warrior Super Greens. I also really love this Daily Green Boost. I'll link it below. So here is the fresh stuff. I'm gonna add in a couple stalks of celery and some dino kale. If you're having a hard time getting used to eating your veggies, the best way to get your palate used to them is to put them in a really good tasting smoothie. This isn't gonna taste green at all because I'm adding frozen fruit. Are you coming to help? Let's pour it in. Oh. If you're not following on Instagram though, definitely go over there and check out me and Max's Reels. We do all kinds of fun recipes together, don't we? Oh, careful. He's trying to eat frozen bananas. You cute. Whoopsie. Do you want some smoothie? You want me to drink it?
No, it's mine.
All right, you guys, so I am down here just outside of our garage to do my workout. So if you have been looking for a personal trainer, look no further. I highly recommend checking out Future because you get an online virtual personal trainer. You can actually pick from several different trainers to find one that really aligns with you. I actually found a girl who is here in Florida as well, so that's kind of fun and exciting. When you sign up, you actually get to jump on a video chat to get to know them and talk about what your preferences are, your goals, what kind of equipment you do or don't have. I told her I was only going to have access to our dumbbells that we were bringing with, so she has specifically designed me some dumbbell workouts. Kind of told my trainer that I would be needing something to specifically tone my arms, my abs, and my booty. So those are the kind of workouts I've been doing. They've been HIIT and lifting, a lot of weight training. Another cool thing is it actually syncs up with your Apple Watch. So if you don't have a smartwatch, they actually send you one. So as long as you're a member of Future, you'll get to borrow your Apple Watch, and it syncs up your workouts so they can see how things are going. Definitely check out Future by clicking the link in the description below. So I'll provide all the information down there, and get yourself a personal trainer. I cannot recommend it enough.
Hey Erin, today we are going to be switching things up a bit, doing one set of 20 to 25.
The first one up is Bodyweight Squats for 20 seconds. Sit back into your hips and lower yourself down so your upper legs are parallel to the ground. Then press back up to standing. Keep a straight line from the top of your head through your tailbone.
So I know we said we would share what we're eating today, and I didn't shoot any of my delicious plate of fresh berries, but that's what I always eat, and it's almost in every video, so you guys know that anyway. So last night we were watching a movie on Netflix, and I was sitting on the floor with baby Liv, and I opened the coffee table drawer to find 2 natural cancer treatment books. One was by Gerson. I think he's a doctor, Dr. Gerson. It's actually kind of what my 3-day juice cleanse ebook is loosely based on, is the Gerson therapy method for cleansing and healing. So I just did like a little 3-day juice book. A lot of you guys probably have it. Highly recommend it. But it's just funny because you open these natural remedy type of books, and diet is all about eating predominantly fresh, ripe, local seasonal fruits and vegetables in abundance, and lots of juices and smoothies. It's just another testament to the power of a plant-based diet. Even if you can't go 100% or you're not there yet, it can never hurt to be on the path to eating more plants and eliminating more of the beige colored foods on your plate and getting in more of these living foods, wild foods, organic foods. So you can heal your mind, you can heal your body, get rid of things like cancer with a plant-based diet. It's so simple. You really have nothing to lose. It's definitely worth a shot if you are in some type of situation where you need to do some healing. Definitely consider it. And I don't like to sound like a broken record, but you know, after listening to one of our favorites, Darren O'Lean, I never get sick of hearing what he has to say because it just reinforces everything that I'm doing and gets me more excited again to keep doing it, because these things all matter. It's about not just eating healthy, but also moving your body, getting good rest, getting outside, getting in the sunshine, even positive mindset.
So I am making, surprise, surprise, oats again for breakfast. We eat oats almost every single day. If not oats, we're doing oat waffles. So yeah, we eat a lot of oats. And we actually brought some of our bulk stash. If you guys watched our video, how to stock up and store your plant-based foods in case of a food shortage. It has over 100,000 views now. It's like going viral. We've got so many tips and tricks from our kind followers and people commenting. One of the things was to buy Mylar bags. You can put oxygen absorbers inside these, so I ended up taking our 50-pound bag of oats out and putting them in smaller bags like this, again, to keep bugs, to keep the air out, and to save them, make them last a little bit longer. Anyway, with all of these tips, we're thinking about doing a food storage part 2. If that's something you guys are interested in, definitely comment below. We learned so much from you guys when we did that video, and again, it's going viral. People are still commenting. It's got over 100,000 views. If you haven't already, go watch it. And if you'd like to see a part 2, learning all the things that we've learned from you guys, let us know in the comments below. In the meantime, we've got cherry strawberry oats for breakfast. Put a scoop of Sun Warrior protein in these to make them taste amazing, boost up the protein content for me and Max, and get our day started right. And of course, about to finish my smoothie that Erin makes for us every morning. This one is a little bit different actually. It's kind of our typical green smoothie, but I think you add blueberries in, which is kind of a fun twist. It's super delicious, and again, everything we need, fueling up for a fun-filled day. Yesterday we went to the farmer's market. There is Jessica's organic produce, which is kind of fun. We ran around a little bit. Today we are going back to the beach. Unfortunately, it's been like 5 days since we've actually gone to the beach because yes, we are super busy actually working. In fact, we're too busy if you ask me. That's actually what we're going to be talking a little bit about in this video too. How to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Ultimately, how to help people, whether you're a doctor or a lawyer or a plumber. It's always about serving others and following your passions. So we're going to talk about how we kind of figured out, what it is for us that makes us tick, how we can serve others, and then of course, how do you monetize that? How do you make it so you can feed your family, provide for your family, while also providing for others and serving your own needs by living a fun, happy, adventure-filled life. We're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna have some fun, and then we're gonna sit down later and tell you guys all about how to get started with that. You helping?
Oh,
Flip-flop through the wrong.
that can't be comfortable.
We'll be there soon.
Okay, we'll go there.
Okay, let's go out beach.
Find a little spot in the shade, pink lemonade, pink lemonade. Everything is going my way, pink lemonade, pink lemonade.
I take a sip and I'm in heaven. The dopamine is dripping on my brain. Imagination's at 11. Reality is gonna fade away. I might go to Monte Carlo. I might spend $1 million floating down the Riviera. Now I'm Elon Musk. Find a little spot in the shade. Pink lemonade, pink lemonade. Everything is going my way. Pink lemonade, pink lemonade.
Look this, Daddy. It's whale tail. It's whale tail.
A whale tail? It looks like a whale tail.
It's whale tail.
Did you have fun at the beach?
Alright you guys, so while Max is still taking a nap and we've got some quiet time, we thought it would be the perfect opportunity to finally sit down and talk with you about how to work from home,
Right.
or how to make a living online, but more specifically how to do what we do, because
Right.
there are like a million different ways you can make money online.
Yep.
But what we know is what we've done, and we'll just share what has worked for us thus far as we're continuing to grow our online business.
We're here in lovely, beautiful, amazing Florida, and we asked you guys last week if you'd like to hear about how we are able to travel and make a living with a camera and a computer.
So ultimately it comes down to finding your passion and creating a purpose.
Right, so I think that first step for us was figuring out how we could help other people and enjoy what we were doing
Around it.
My grandpa taught my dad, who taught me, people matter most. And if you can figure out how to serve people, solve their problems, and do it in a way that you enjoy, everyone's happy. And that's what we have learned to do through YouTube and through Instagram and through blogging and our ebooks. We would be living this life, eating this food anyway. And so figure out what it is that you would do for free and then learn how to monetize it. Or figure out what you would do if you were a billionaire. What would you be doing anyway?
Yeah.
Do that and
Like-
figure out how to monetize it.
For the longest time, I was like, I just want to open a smoothie shack. I just love blending up cool smoothie bowl creations and making them pretty.
Yep.
And coincidentally, like, friends finally started asking us, like, what is that healthy green smoothie recipe? And
Yeah.
wanting to know these recipes. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to start a blog,
Yep.
share my recipes. I'll be able to make beautiful artistic photos
Yep.
and kind of just lay everything out. I was on the newspaper in high school, and I loved just getting to design the layout of the actual newspaper on the
Right.
computer. Number 1, finding your passion.
Yep.
Number 2, coupling it with a purpose.
Right.
Number 3,
Number 3 is find your platform or build your platform. We started with Squarespace. We knew we needed websites because you're crazy in this day and age if your business isn't online. I don't care if you're a physician or a plumber, like again with the P's, you need to have a platform and a website. And so that's where we started. Squarespace was user friendly.
you have to backtrack. You have to start with a website before
Yeah.
you pick like Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Think of it like
Yeah.
having a car but no garage to park it in.
Right.
So you want to start with your house. So that would be your website, because then you can have like a newsletter,
Yeah.
or like you can have the box where you can have people put in their email address, because
Yeah.
emails are king.
Totally, especially in this day and age with censorship and all of the things. A lot of our favorite influencers, by posting the wrong post or saying the wrong thing, get shadow banned or blocked or have been deplatformed altogether. So
Yeah.
now what people are doing is saying, go to my website, sign up for our email newsletter, which if you guys haven't already signed up for ours, perfect opportunity here to go to our website, sign up for our newsletter, and voila, you now have a group of like-minded individuals who are not just following you on Instagram, but now are part of your family, right? Like you guys, we have a huge email list, and we're so fortunate.
Yeah, it's kind of like having somebody's phone number was back
Yeah,
in the day. That's
totally.
still important, but
Yeah.
now it's emails.
Right. And so that's a main thing. Build your platform. We say start with the website. From there, yes, obviously, social media is, again, king. You've got
It's
to
like
be
your,
on social media.
You know, it's like your business card.
Yeah.
Whatever you put like in your bio on Instagram, for example, is like what you would see on a business card.
Right.
So kind of lay out, not really like me, but like this is who I am and how it can help you, or why you should be interested in what I'm putting out.
Right, exactly. Number 4 is start creating content. So when people ask what we do, you know, it's like, oh, photographer, videographer, editor, writer, you know, we're writing books and ebooks, and there's so many things. Lately, I've just been telling people, in fact, I was having a conversation with a doctor here in Florida today, and he was so interested in what it is that we have to do. In fact, he's texting me as we speak about a diet and stuff like that, which is exciting. But he wants to know what it is we do and how we do it also. And so we are content creators because we are, yes, taking pictures, yes, shooting video, yes, writing, like so many things. As a content creator, you have to create content to get people to your business. So now this is where Erin is especially good, especially on Instagram. Create beautiful, helpful, bookmarkable content.
Yeah, definitely. So bookmarkable doesn't always have to be like, oh, I have the highest end camera.
Right.
I mean, iPhones, our smartphones are incredible at taking great photos now, but maybe it's your captions. Maybe people are really captivated by the information you're sharing in your captions. Either
Totally.
way, the best case is that you have a great photo to catch their immediate attention, follow it up with something useful, something inspiring,
Yeah.
something engaging in the caption.
Yeah.
Like Dusty said, something that gets saved, because again, busting the algorithm is going to come down to a lot of things, but most importantly, like using the features that are there and
Right.
providing that value. I made a list because the other day, I actually shared on my stories, somebody asked, how do I build my following? You know,
Yeah.
like, how do I actually do it? And I've talked to some people in DMs that have really amazing content,
Yeah.
but they don't have the following yet, and they're not sure how to do it. And it is
Yeah.
getting harder because it's so super saturated.
Right.
But here are the tips that have really helped us to grow, like without
How to grow.
Yeah, how to grow without paying a company, because we get DMs all the time that are like, we can help you get 100K plus, or you know,
Total
overnight.
scams.
And it's
That's something we've never done. We never used apps or bots or anything. And our following, while we don't have 1 million, is so loyal. We have amazing feedback from you guys. You guys buy our ebooks, and again, we just are so thankful for the support. And so having a bunch of made up followers isn't going to get you anywhere,
It's not gonna
especially if
help
you're
you.
trying to build a business.
Yeah, so as far as building like a grassroots following, like organically, kind of like the food,
Yeah.
let's grow. The food we eat is organic, and we also like to focus on organic growth.
Yep.
So I would say first and foremost, what helps the most, other than like sharing what you love and providing value, I would say consistency is really key.
Yeah.
So kind of figure out, like, am I going to post once a day, once every other day, or even if I'm not posting, I'm showing up on stories,
Right.
which is another thing. Engage with your audience.
Totally.
So being super personable, talking on your stories, not being afraid of that, or at least getting into your DMs and really being religious with replying as much as you can. Final thing I'll say on growing your following is work on collaborating and cross-pollinating. So if you have a blog, you know, showcase on your blog that you have an Instagram, or
Right.
if you have Instagram and YouTube, advertise on YouTube like we do. Follow us daily on Instagram so you can cross-pollinate and your audiences can go both places and you'll pick up more traction more quickly that way. And collaborate. So we've worked with other influencers and other
Yep.
brands. We'll touch on brands next, but other influencers. So
Right.
we've done like the plant-based bundles, which
Totally.
turned out to be so successful.
Yeah.
And I will say in the beginning, I was so scared of working with others because I didn't want anyone to like steal my ideas or get more following than me. And that was just silly because
Yeah.
together we really do go further, and it's so much better to share.
We grow organically now, again, especially from YouTube. We had a video that is doing really well a few weeks ago. That helps us grow. But on Instagram especially, the only time I really grow is when we do like group giveaways, like Erin just said, a collaboration where we do a giveaway and we get in front of other people's followers, because again, the algorithms on Instagram make it so hard to get real followers naturally that you almost have to team up and get in front of someone else's followers. So definitely collaborate.
Again, it's like scattering your business cards, and real
Yeah.
business cards don't hurt. I mean, now that we're in Florida, like we stop at a juice stop and I'll pop one of our EatMoveRest business cards up on the bulletin board with all the other business cards, because
Right.
you never know whose hands it could end up in,
Right.
and then you're spreading seeds in a completely new area.
Totally.
So I think it's the same with working with others. It's like, don't be afraid to advertise or promote or even do paid promotions at some point, maybe on like Facebook,
Yep.
because people just don't know what they don't know. But
Right.
if you pop up, all of a sudden they may be drawn into your message or just you as a person, and all
Right.
of a sudden they're all about it.
Which is
And
why we encourage
so
you
many-
guys to share
Yeah.
our content.
So many of our YouTubers are like, oh, my mom told me to follow you guys.
Right.
And so like that all comes down to like people are gonna provide word of mouth for you once you've established rapport.
Right.
So again, YouTube I think has really helped us to like connect with our audience, because it's allowed us to
Yep.
go into segue into other areas where we can really get to know you guys, like our retreats.
Totally. When it comes to picking your platform, it's important to not feel like, oh, I have to be on this one or that one because so-and-so is there. What are you actually using? What do you know how to use? What are you on? What are you looking at? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, just shift from consuming to creating.
Right.
So for us, it was really scary to think about YouTube, even though we're inspired by a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
We didn't think we wanted to be on video, but we both really loved like the visual
Yeah.
aspect of social media. So
Right.
Instagram was a no-brainer, or like we also love writing, so blogging was really simple.
Right.
So it didn't come till way later where we finally wanted to like push the envelope and be like, okay, if we want to start really getting to know our audience, we have to be on YouTube, because like Fully Raw Christina has always been one of my biggest inspirations, and I feel like she's my best girlfriend because I feel like I know her through her videos.
Right.
So it's like it just made sense that eventually we had to get there.
Okay, so finally, number 5, monetize. This is about how to create a living, create a job from anywhere, remote, at home. So now that we've talked about, again, passion, purpose, all of these things, building a following, you have to figure out and transition into the most difficult part, which is, yes, How do you monetize it? Every radio show I listened to when I was a kid, whether it was a football game or anything, had a sponsor. Every podcast I listened to say this content is made possible by our sponsor X, and they would go into it. And so Erin and I were like, this is the next progression. We could actually turn this into a business if we monetize our channel by allowing sponsors in.
I think what really got me on board with it too was listening to our favorite podcaster, Rich Roll.
Right.
And he had such good quality sponsors that I'm like, there's no reason to feel ashamed for working with a brand when you're
Providing
trying to
value.
Yeah, and when you're working with companies who are also vegan or plant-based, and this is a really, again, a grassroots movement. So like, there's no way sometimes for people to know in the mainstream about these plant-based supplements and proteins, because if you watch TV, you're just not going to get it. You're going to get pharmaceuticals and everything's
Fast
mainstream,
food.
Doritos,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? So like, for us to be able to be plant-based and share the nutrition side, and then be like, we know this company that you guys might benefit from that's benefited us.
Right. It's like a win-win, right? We're able to monetize our channel, which means we're able to pay our bills, frankly, and we're sharing these brands that need to grow. Like, we are like doing the world a favor by lifting these brands up and saying, buy their products, because these are healthy, organic, vegan products. These are B corporations. These are amazing companies. And hopefully you guys have recognized that the brands that we work with are legit. We always get to know them. We talk to the owners. We talk to the teams. We try everything ourselves. We make sure that they are actually worth working with. And then we negotiate good prices, and this is the hard part, because again, people don't necessarily always love when they're being sold something. But again, if you're creating value, you have to understand that you should be compensated. And these companies, these brands have big budgets and can afford to pay you for sharing. And again, if you have a following, or if you're making really good content, you deserve to be paid for that. So number one, work with these companies, find the right ones, and tell them, this is what I charge.
I think there are really 3 different ways that you can work with a brand. And first I'll say, don't wait for them to come to you. Reach out to them. So I just reached out to this dark chocolate company who I absolutely love. So I might be something might be in the works with them, fingers crossed. But I will say, you can do just product trade, and that's a great way to start. So you know, if there's like a vegan makeup company and you say, hey, I'd like to test some of your products, I'll be more than willing to share them on my stories. Or you could do affiliate commission, which a lot of time goes hand in hand with product trade. So you can get a little bit of a kickback, usually via a special link that you share with your audience, and you're usually able to also offer your audience a discount. So you get a little commission, they get a little discount, or
and the brand sells their product, and everyone is happy.
So product trade, affiliate commission. Next step would be a sponsorship. So like our videos being sponsored, and finally a partnership that could be more long term. So maybe you're working on like a monthly basis with a brand that you really connect with. So we have maybe 2-3 of those, and that's really it. Brands that we're just super solid with, and
again, like we said, we would be using these brands anyway, whether or not they were paying us or we were pushing their products. We love them so much, we're going to be using them anyway. That's how we feel about everything that we use, like the air purifiers that we actually traveled with, and yes, some of the supplements and the foods. We use these anyway. We might as well be promoting them, earning commission and earning a living, helping them sell product, helping you guys save money by offering you guys, our followers, discounts. Everybody's happy.
So beyond working with brands, which has essentially allowed us to continue making free content, which has been incredible, there's so much you can do, and it comes down to asking your audience what they want to see from you. So whenever we do these like YouTube live Q&As and Instagram live Q&As, we get so many repetitive questions time and time again that we're like, it seems like people really want to see more workouts because they're interested in getting interested in getting fit and losing weight, or people really want all of our recipes in one place. Maybe we need to make a recipe ebook.
Right.
Or, you know, people want to be like fully immersed and they want to like hang out and come to our house. Let's host retreats. That
Yeah.
I think was like the biggest thing for us. Like, how are we going to really get to know our audience who seems to know us so well on YouTube?
Yeah.
We knew, boom, retreats are like number one. We want to host retreats just because, like, even if we don't make the most money in the world, which we
Yeah.
really don't, we just want to be able to like travel and connect with you guys.
Totally, in real life, right? Because you all know us, but we don't know you guys. And so we're like, this is a way for us to meet people face to face. And that's what this is about. It was about creating a community because we were stuck in the Midwest with no other plant-based vegans or good restaurants. We needed to create a community. So again, we started out and we asked, what do you guys want? Last week we asked what you guys wanted to see. You said you wanted to see more about this type of content. So we're creating it. It's super simple.
And this-
so lean on your followers.
And also another side point is like, you might not know exactly what your niche is or your passion is immediately, but just go with it. Go with something. So like the food wellness stuff has been a huge part of it, but now we're becoming almost equal parts excited and passionate about like sharing this,
Yeah.
how to make a living online, how to create content, how to grow a following kind of stuff. Like we've talked about maybe making a course for you guys.
Right.
Hopefully you'll be interested in something like that down the road as we continue to grow and learn.
Totally.
But yeah, I would just say, like, you know, for us, the things that have been really like easily monetizable have been the digital content, because there is no overhead, which is
Right.
another nice thing about being online. So
Right.
the ebooks, we've done our retrieve guides, which are like mini courses
Right.
or compilations
Which
of our
have been
YouTubes.
super helpful. If you guys haven't, definitely go check those guides out. We've
Yeah.
got one free one that's still super cheap. It's a little bit deeper dive.
Ebooks, guides, and now the meal planner, which is going to
Right.
be super excited. I'm super
Yeah.
pumped for it to have our
I actually am
recipes like
too.
all in one place on
Yeah.
our phones.
Yeah.
And then like the experiential things too, that again aren't the biggest breadwinners, but they're the coolest. We get to travel and meet you guys. So
Totally.
like doing we've done little local pop-up events like
Yep.
at our farmers markets.
Yep.
At local co-ops and stuff like that, where we've done like smoothie demos, so like
Yep.
events. We've done dinners, plant-based
Yeah,
dinners.
we
We've-
used to do a lot before COVID.
yeah.
We did a bunch of
Yeah.
dinners at home and
But
coaching.
but the retreats are coaching.
Yeah, we
Forgot
did a
about
lot
that.
of one-on-one coaching. It's harder now with kids, and we get a lot of requests, so it's really hard to do one-on-one coaching. Group talks, group chats, those might be coming in the future to replace the one-on-one coaching. But yeah, that
like an inner circle type of thing.
yeah. So
something.
if you guys would be interested in that, maybe like an inner circle, like a monthly membership thing.
Or maybe I was also thinking about like more personal sit-down YouTube videos where you get to like
Yeah,
really know like the inner workings of like
right.
everything.
Maybe less fancy, less funky music and all the things, and maybe just like cut and dry. We answer your
Conversations.
questions, we have conversations. Yeah, so even like this right now, we're asking what you guys want because we're here
That's-
to deliver. We're happy to bring you fun, exciting, uplifting, motivating, and informational content because that's how we learn as people. We offer each other helpful information.
So while it might look like, you know, everything is just posh and glamorous and it looks like we're just running around at the beach, but again, social media is the highlight reel. When
Yeah.
in reality, we spent about 4 days solid,
Yeah.
just zombied out on our computers,
Right.
editing, working on things, writing.
Yeah.
We got a lot of projects in the works.
Yeah.
And so
It does take
went
work.
we finally went to the beach today.
Right.
And I'm like, we didn't even stay that long, but it's like
Yeah.
we get to be where we want to be because we're working from home. We aren't tied down, which is amazing. We have
Right.
low overhead because we've just got computers and cameras and everything is digitized.
Right.
We can be making income on our ebooks or affiliate commissions from various
Yeah.
brands that honestly they're small little pieces, but when they're all put together, it
Yeah.
makes enough that we can
Survive.
Yeah, we can live off of this kind of income and hopefully continue to build it and put out better and more quality content.
Right. And again, it's a gradual progression. The first few years, some of our videos got no views.
Except for our moms.
Yeah, our moms were the only ones watching and liking our content. But the number one thing that we probably should have started with is to never give up. Be prepared to not ever quit and give up, because a lot of people try to do what we and other people are doing, but so many people give up.
And we would do it no matter what, because we're doing what we're passionate about. We love creating, we love being creative. And so that's first and foremost. Just keep doing it no matter what, because eventually you'll find your tribe, because you can have the most obscure interests and you will find your tribe online. Trust us on that. So about 10 or 12 years ago, my mom actually gave Dusty and I a book to read called 3 Feet from Gold.
Yes.
Highly, highly recommend it.
So good.
It really, it really lays out why you don't want to throw in the towel or give up. You've got to keep trying, because you could literally be just 3 feet away from gold.
Totally.
And another thing that I'm thinking right now is, I've heard 2 different schools of thought. One is, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. And the other one is, you should always be a yes man, like the movie.
Right.
And I think you want to fall somewhere in the middle, but err on the side of saying yes.
Totally.
So if something seems a little bit like out of your comfort zone, scary, but like it could be a great experience, we've done a lot of things like that. Just jumping in and saying yes and seeing where it takes you is going to open up doors that you wouldn't have even seen before.
Especially if you're young. Especially actually if you're old. It doesn't matter. Young or old, say yes, go for it, because we all have such limited time. We never know. And like Erin said before, you could be 3 feet from gold. So definitely go for it.
So especially since becoming a family of 4, we've gotten tons of questions about how do you keep the work-life balance. So that's another thing that we could expand on even more since we work from home. How do we keep the balance between play with our kids, educating our kids, keeping up with the house, getting alone time together? How do we keep the balance and run a business from home? So we'd love to elaborate on that on another video.
Show some behind the scenes of like our 4 to 8 hour editing stints, some of the things that aren't so glamorous. If you guys want to see some of that,
meltdowns, the dirty diapers, the arguments,
it's all a lot of work. It's all a mess, but it's
the
all
recipes
so much
that
fun.
aren't beautiful, maybe that go bad.
Right. If you guys want to see that, like Erin just said, maybe a work-life balance video next week, comment below. We'll do our best to, again, deliver on what it is you guys want to see.
And definitely make sure that you check out Future, linked below. Get your free month subscription.
Totally.
It's been seriously amazing, especially, again, while traveling, to have a virtual trainer.
Right. And she, Erin's virtual trainer, is also making a living online, right? Because of these platforms and being entrepreneurial minded, really going for it. She's making a living online. We're making a living online. It's all so possible. Go for it. Ask us how. Continue to reach out and never give up.
There are 3 things we all do every day, and we could all be doing them better. Eat, move, and rest.
We're Dusty, Erin, Max, Olivia, and Bo, and we're the Stanzics.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.